Your review. I'm gonna react to Lil Durk humiliated rappers.
The times Lil Durk humiliated rappers. Starting with the time Durk humiliated Chicago rapper Lil JoJo. Because Lil JoJo is a Chicago rapper who repped Brick Squad. He knew Lil Durk and his people growing up. And at first, there wasn't any beef between them. But they weren't friends either, since they were in different gangs. And it's rumored that the beef started over a fight at a basketball court.
Damn, over a petty fight over a basketball game. Yeah, niggas do fight over a basketball game. But that's what comes with it though.
Lamrod members got into it with some Brick Squad members. And after that, they started taking shots at each other on social media. And at the time, Chicago drill was just starting to blow up. And Durk was one of the hottest rappers in the city. So in March 2012, Durk went on to spice things up by dropping a song named L's Anthem. And in the song, he said, Brick Squad, I say, Wooga World with them, so, taking shots at Lil JoJo's gang and another gang who's affiliated with them. And this was the most disrespectful diss in Chicago at the time. And after Lil JoJo heard the song, he hopped in the booth to respond. So in April of 2012, JoJo dropped his diss titled BDK, a remix of Chief Keef's song Every Day. And on the track, he mentioned Durk saying, Durk say, Brick Squad, so I can't wait to catch him. And after this diss, the whole Chicago was going crazy, taking the war to a different level. But JoJo didn't stop there, since he followed up with the track Tied Up, dissing Chief Keef. And after that, he remixed Yo Gotti's song, I Got That Sack. And on the song, he sent more shots at Durk and his gang, saying, catch him in traffic with Lil Reese, man, they gon' feel this Mac. Then he also went on to say, Durka calling phones, saying he don't want no beef, but
Durk a hoe. Calling phone saying he don't want no beef, but fuck that. This rap, I ain't gonna talk. I'm gonna leave it in the streets.
this rap, I ain't gonna talk, I'ma leave it in the streets. So JoJo was letting Durk know he wanted all the smoke, since Durk had dissed his entire gang. And JoJo had become the most hated GD in Chicago. So not long after the dissing, Lil JoJo got killed after dropping his location on social media. Because on that,
You should never drop your low, bro. Dropping your low to strangers, you should not do that, bro. Especially people you don't like, bro. You should not. That's not smart.
day, Lil JoJo and his brother were riding
Or anything could happen to you, bro. Anything could happen, bro.
through the hood and spotted Lil Reese and made a video of them dissing him and calling him all types of names.
Yeah. What's wrong with you? Hey, I am Brick Squad. Brick Squad, boy. What you talking about, boy? We get on.
And once JoJo went home, he uploaded the video to YouTube to troll his ops. And not long after that incident, Lil JoJo tweeted his location, which was a deadly mistake because
That's a fact, bro. That's a mistake. That's dumb, bro. You should not do that.
2 hours after this tweet, Lil JoJo was found dead at the same location he said he was online. And the witness said JoJo was riding his bike when the vehicle pulled up and someone shot him. And shortly after Durk found out that JoJo died, he went on to make a tweet saying how Banshees are the best bikes. And if Lil JoJo had a Banshee, he probably would still be alive. And due to this beef, everyone thought Lil Durk and Chief Keef were on good terms. But they weren't, because in June 2013, Durk was arrested on weapon charges after the police caught him ditching a stolen handgun in the back seat of a Hyundai. And things weren't looking good for Durk, and his bond was set for $100,000. But he only needed to pay 10%. And if he came up with $10,000, he could get out. So he had asked Keef if he could help him out, but Keef ignored him and later made a tweet mocking Durk saying, I just bought a four-wheeler for $10,000. And this is when Durk got disrespectful because he said Chief Keef would have been dead if he wasn't cool with Keef's people. And he made another tweet asking him where he's going to spend his money since he can't come back to the hood with it, basically threatening to rob him if he ever caught him in Inglewood or O-Block again. And not long after this, some O-Block and THF members allegedly broke into Chief Keef's house and stole his designer clothes. They even went on to steal Keef's daughter's clothes.
Damn, niggas is wildin', bro.
Diapers, and the
Yo, niggas stole his daughter's fits, bro. Damn, y'all niggas is thirsty, bro. Y'all niggas have no chill. Y'all don't give a fuck, bro. Y'all don't care.
deodorants and laundry detergent. Then Keef returned home, boss top
Niggas is petty, bro. Word.
allegedly snatched Chief Keef's chain, and No Block OJ took his associate Capo's chain. And King Von tweeted about this situation, saying he was going to take one of Chief Keef's friends' chains too, since they're not gang and they're fake. And after all this, Durk was spotted in the video flexing the chains Chief Keef had got stolen from him. But since then, the two have squashed their beef, according to a tweet Durk made a year after this incident. Now let's talk about FBG Duck, because Durk has been humiliating him for years at this point. And that's mainly because Duck was dissing Durk and his gang in many songs, with one of the most disrespectful songs being Dead Bees. And shortly after FBG Duck dropped this song, he got killed after being involved in a shootout in a luxurious part of Chicago while shopping.
CPD would later determine someone
In downtown, though, that's OD.
fired those shots at Chicago rapper FBG Duck.
So after Duck passed, Durk went straight to dissing. He started with a song named Should've Ducked. And that's already disrespectful. But it didn't stop there, since on the song, he said, I told my PO through the gate that I get highest. She asked me how high do I get? I told her, highest duck. He used this verse to recreate a conversation he had with his parole officer describing his drug usage problems. And when Durk is high, he relates it to FBG Duck, since Duck isn't alive anymore. He also mocked Duck death in another one of his songs, Still Running. But this time, he was more direct about Duck's situation. He said that was the moment he ran and he knew he ain't ducking, it's out of luck. And in both of these songs, Durk also disses Tuka, someone who was close to FBG Duck, because in the ad-libs, you could hear Durk yell Tuka. And Tuka is a well-known GD who was killed back in 2012 while waiting for the bus. And since then, many BD rappers have been throwing his name in songs to disrespect all of the other
Mad rappers be violating him, violating Tuka, bro. Even rappers as people that's not even from Chicago violating him, bro. That's crazy.
GDs who were cool with Tuka. But Tuka and Duck aren't the only FBG members Lil Durk has humiliated. And subscribe real quick before we move on. But in his song, Computer Murderers, he dissed FBG Wooski. And this was around the time Durk had said he was done dissing the dead in his songs. But since Wooski is still alive, he can still get dissed. So in the song, he said, check on your mans. I heard he got hit in the head, but he almost died, so I can say his name, cause he ain't dead. And that line refers to when FBG Wooski was shot in the head while attending the funeral of Dooski the Man. And many people believe O-Block had something to do with the shooting. Since days before the incident took place, King Von was seen FaceTiming Wooski and making tweets telling them they had a surprise for Wooski.
Listen, we gon' surprise. It's time about tonight. We gon' surprise, bro.
But on the other hand, a TYMB member also made a video talking about who shot up the funeral.
Please tell me who shot up Dooski funeral and why. 800 shot the funeral up, hit the in the head. Who shot up Dooski funeral? 800 shot up Dooski funeral.
And in the same song, Durk went on to diss another FBG member because he said, sneaking pics by Von Mural, like Lil Bro won't come out and spin. He was sending a threat to FBG Cash, who had snuck and taken a picture in front of King Von's mural to disrespect Von and his people. So Durk was letting FBG Cash know that he made a big mistake by doing that. And 3 months after Lil Durk dropped this song, FBG Cash got killed after getting shot while driving on the south side of Chicago.
A Southside rapper was killed this morning after a gunman armed with a rifle opened fire on his car. 31-year-old Tristan Hamilton performed under the name FBG Cash.
But Durk has humiliated more than just FBG members, because in his song Refugee, he says, how you get killed when you partying? And in this line, Lil Durk refers to 051 Melly, who was killed at a house party. And it's also rumored Melly had something to do with the death of Lil Durk's cousin, OTF Nunu. So that's why in the intro of The Voice, Lil Durk said, see, the one that killed my blood, laying in blood, I can rest. And Melly was probably one of Lil Durk's deadliest ops, because Lil Durk's manager, OTF Chino, was killed while sitting outside in a parked car. And it's rumored that 051 Melly is the one who slid on Chino. Because after this happened, Melly went on IG Live talking about the situation and said he was eating a Chino burger.
Remember what you did?
Just let me a piece.
Yeah, Chino burger. That's what they said. Out of here. My son just said Chino burger.
And after Durk and Von got arrested for attempted murder in Atlanta, Melly went on social media to let people know he wanted Durk and Von to beat the case, since he'd rather see them dead than in jail.
That's all. Free Durk and Von. Free though. I'd rather them dead than in jail.
And not long after all the dissing and killing Melly was doing, he got backdoored while attending a house party, with the whole thing being captured on camera. But Durk doesn't only beef with Chicago rappers. Since back in 2014, he had some beef with Tyga, because at one point, Durk was seen in the studio with Tyga and Chris Brown. But 3 months
I remember that. He also beefed with the game too, bro.
Later, Durk teased the Chirac remix and highlighted the part where he disses Tyga, saying, Tyga only got the name, but that ain't got one stripe. He backpacked, so easy to get that snatched. And Lil Durk said the beef started when he was recording a song in reference Black China, Tyga's fiance at the time. Tyga
And Black China, I ain't gonna lie, to me, she not all that attractive, bro. She not all that attractive to me. She not ugly, but she's not that attractive to me, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
got mad and felt some type of way about it because in the song, Lil Durk said he wanted Black China. And Durk said he thought he and Tyga fixed the issue once they started back texting. But once Tyga stopped replying to his text, he knew something was up.
I said, what if swallow? I'ma like Black China just don't tell Tyga. That is disrespectful to the comment too, like.
Okay, so he took offense to that.
Yeah.
And after this, Tyga recorded his own diss song saying, "Who the is Lil Durk? I dust you like Ash and Perp," and followed up by saying, "I'll put you under the earth. Now it's a garden on your tombstone." Basically warning Lil Durk that he'll do something to him. And after this, Durk ended the drama by saying every time a rap beef, he get clapped up in a couple weeks. This pretty much warns Tyga that this is real life, not rap beef. Durk and YB have had their differences too though, because after King Von's death, their relationship turned for the worse. Because YoungBoy stood behind his artist Quando Rondo after the situation with King Von, and had dissed Von a ton of times, letting the world know he's got Quando's back. But Durk isn't a fan of that, because YB said things like, "Old Block Pack get rolled up," referring to King Von's hood. And in another song, he says how King Von died playing with Quando. And it doesn't stop there, since YoungBoy also called Durk's fiance India out of her name in one of his songs. So Durk responded to all the dissing YoungBoy was doing, and in the song Aha, he said, "Don't respond to with Von," telling YoungBoy he needs to stop speaking on King Von. And a few more lines into the song, he says, "I told Von to leave that alone." She posts on OnlyFans.
Talking about Jania, YoungBoy's baby moms.
Before Von died, he was messing with YoungBoy's baby mama.
I mean, before YoungBoy dropped that I Hate YoungBoy, Durk dropped that song before YoungBoy dropped this.
Janaya. And Janaya was known for messing with a bunch of different dudes and also having an OnlyFans account. So Lil Durk went on to humiliate YoungBoy and his baby mama with this line. And more recently, on a song with Babyface Ray, Lil Durk disses Quando Rondo by saying, "Look on the news and see your son. You screaming, no, no." And this line refers to when Quando Rondo was seen on the news screaming and crying after his friend Lil Pab had got shot in LA.
Right now, the search is on for 3 people who police say shot at a Savannah rapper, killing a member of his entourage.
Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV. Savannah rapper Quando Rondo, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
So Durk was basically making fun of Quando Rondo right here. But what's even more humiliating than that is getting hit at with a switch while on IG Live.
Right up.
Or getting caught lacking while dissing the ops on live. So click this video to see rappers who had shootings.
Okay, that's the video. Let me know what y'all think about Lil Durk, bro. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the vibes. If you're just checking out, you are.